It's recording. See? I told you. Okay.
Man, work done.
Hope you can see us. But we're going like this for the past 5 minutes, and it's been on pretty much all of Michigan roads and some of Indiana's, and a little bit in Illinois. You don't know what's happening here, but our cat's stomach in the back is just going.
Take a shot of that.
Oh, that's embarrassing for Ollie. I don't want to embarrass the cat. So we're on our way to Detroit, Michigan. Actually, our check engine light just came on. Unfortunately, we think
another bad mass airflow sensor. This is going to be mass airflow sensor number 2. Luckily, though, we bought this other one from Napa right before we left. Literally the day before we left. So it'll be under warranty. We'll have to spend more money, but not convenient.
Nope, but that's okay because we can make it to Detroit. It's not actually hurting the engine. We're driving it, and we'll get the part when we're staying with our friend. So we'll bounce. Yeah, we'll bounce out now.
Keep your head.
Man, work done.
Hey guys. Oh,
What's up?
hey Pilar. So we are leaving Detroit. Our stay here was actually pleasantly surprisingly fun. Pleasantly surprisingly fun. I don't know if that's a thing, but we really enjoyed it. We stayed with our friend who lives actually right behind us, and he lives in the city of Detroit. And when we were first driving up, we'd heard that Detroit was obviously going through a rough patch, that there was a lot of vacant homes, there was a lot of crime, no one really lived here. So we were kind of nervous about parking our huge trailer just in the street. And as we're driving up, I'm going to show you some of the houses. So like this is across the street. That is just a normal house here. Across the street is another vacant home. But then there's also some really, really nice homes. Not everything or everywhere is in the same condition.
Blighted.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it's kind of funny because once you hang out here for a couple days, you realize that yes, Detroit was as bad as everyone expected at one point when they were burning houses down constantly, and that doesn't happen as much anymore according to the locals like our friend Tommy. But you kind of get over the fact that there are still a bunch of vacant and falling down on themselves houses, but that's just kind of the way it is. And everybody around here is, at least from what we've seen, super friendly, nice.
They just want to live their lives. Right? Like they don't really care what you're doing. They've lived here for a long time and they want to stay here and mind their own business. And we enjoyed it, and there was a lot of great food here. We went to a few great restaurants with our friends, and we went to the not LACMA, that's in Los Angeles.
The DIA.
The DIA. So it was the Detroit Institute of Art, which had a
really
famous
nice
Diego Rivera painting that was actually a mural.
It's a whole hallway, like a great hall full of Diego Rivera murals that he did specifically for the city of Detroit back in the 30s.
Yeah, so
you can't see it anywhere else.
You can't. It's built into the walls.
Right.
So, I mean, we really enjoyed our stay. I would definitely suggest coming here. I feel like a lot of people kind of skip over this town because they're scared of it or they're not quite sure what to expect. But since there are casinos here, you could definitely park at a casino, and I feel like you'd be safe. I mean, we were parked...
Park at a casino for free.
Yeah.
If you got friends, park your friend. We were here for, what, 2 nights?
3 nights.
3 nights.
3 nights we were here, and we didn't have any issues.
Well, besides issues, I was thinking, we're going to get hassled by the cops or something. They're going to come and give us a ticket for having this, code enforcement, whatever, but there's really no code enforcement.
Yeah. The other thing that's pretty crazy, I will say, about Detroit is the obvious difference in classes. So there's a city called Grosse Pointe. There's 5 points in Grosse Pointe, and they kind of are right next to, there's a big dividing street. So Mac is one dividing street, and if you're on the left side of Mac, you're in Detroit, the city of Detroit. If you are on the other side, you're in Grosse Pointe. They're their own city. They have their own taxes, their own municipality, their own schools, and policing. So it's very obvious on the Grosse Pointe side that it's a more affluent neighborhood. It's primarily all white, and although there's not one blighted home. And their homes are also like 250,000 up. Some of these Grosse Pointe neighborhoods, you're buying a house for $500,000 to $1 million. And then literally on the other side of the street of Mac, it's like a major interstate,
for $500
or $5,000, or if it's in a
up,
decent neighborhood where there's not many blighted homes, or just it didn't get hit as hard, maybe
grand.
50 grand to 100 grand. But it's just insane that literally just on the other point, and they kind of keep to themselves on Grosse Pointe, and they keep to themselves in the city of Detroit. But we've never seen something that was like so obviously segregated.
Right, segregated. But I don't even, you can't even really say segregated, because there's not. It's not like there's no races other than white people living over there. It's just
it is primarily white though.
Well, okay.
Yeah. It's just interesting to see the difference.
Different income bracket.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah. So for anyone that's thinking about Detroit, I highly suggest it.
Highly
Great
recommend
food. There's a lot to do, and it's really not as scary as everyone says.
Nope.
Also, the traffic here is great because everybody left like 5 years ago.
How many did Tommy say? 2 million?
At the height, Detroit had about 2 million people.
Which was in the 70s.
And now it's about 675,000 people. So that was a huge amount of people that just fled Detroit.
But
and obviously with the 2010 crash.
The roads are crappy, but they're huge and wide. And even when traffic is bad, you're not going to sit in it like you're going to sit in it in Atlanta, Chicago,
definitely not.
Orlando. Yeah.
So that's pretty much it. We're on our way to Canada. We will be making another video about our passing through the border for the first time. We're very excited.
Canadian border.
And we'll see you in Canada. Bye.